This game didn't need this. How's it going, everybody? Jerome here, back, bringing you guys another video in regards to P5R, Persona 5 The Royal. And as of today, I'm pretty sure, as you guys all know, it actually has a reveal trailer. Obviously in Japanese, so I don't know what the hell they're saying, sadly. But anyways, I am just going to give my initial thoughts regarding the trailer. And man, it looks good. It looks cool, but am I excited? Not really. I'm gonna be that guy. It doesn't feel right to do this. Like, sure, like if there's P5 like die-hard fans out there that, you know, care nothing but P5 and don't play the other Persona titles, then I'm sure they're hella excited about this, and they have all the rights to, because again, like, most of the shit looks cool, but man, it just does not feel right. It doesn't sit right with me for it just having a 3-year difference from its normal release. Now, before we get into the cons, before I, like, you know, go on the negativity route as I usually do, let's just talk about the pros first. First and foremost, it actually just looks cool. It actually looks interesting. I do have to say, though, I found it weird that in Smash, Joker had a grappling hook as his recovery. He never did that in the vanilla version of Persona 5. So, when I first saw that, I was a little, I won't say I was weirded out, but I was like, oh, that's kind of unique. I guess they had to do something for him, since the initial thought was, you know, Arsene flapping his wings and he recovers like that. But since he has 2 base forms, which I wasn't expecting, they had to give him something else. So I was like, okay, that's cool, I guess. They had to give him something. So now looking back at it, it was like, wow. So it's literally P5R Joker, just with a grappling hook. That's it. We got new events, obviously. New locations to hang out, like a bar? Weird. And new portraits, it seems like. The one that sticks out the most, and I'm pretty sure the one that is the only one that sticks out, is literally Ryuji. Ryuji has a moment in the trailer where his portrait is looking at the camera, and that's shocking, because if you guys are diehard P5 fans, or if you guys aren't P5 fans, let me just explain. His portrait was always him just looking down, not looking down, but like looking in an angle while looking down as well, while looking at you. That was his portrait. That was his face angle. So seeing his face fully looking at the camera is hella different. Why was that not in the base game? I won't say anything other than the fact that they've been going on this route since, like, Persona 4. Well, P3 was the last one that had very expressive portraits. Like, their bodies actually freaking move with each emotion. Shocked, shy, being angry and stuff like that. And then we have P4. P4 comes through, and they went in reverse. They didn't do expressive, different, like, different portraits. They did one single portrait with different face emotions, and that would be the route that a lot of games would do, and this is obviously excluding Atlas. I'm talking about literally a lot of other games. They stuck it with the route of single portrait but different face emotions. So it's really refreshing to see that it's kind of coming back. Now let's talk about the supers, I guess you could say, in P5. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna be that guy and say, why wasn't some of that in the base game of P5? P4 had very cinematic, like, character stuff when it came to battling. You had Chie, who literally charges up and kicks an enemy into outer space. You have Yukiko, who will throw a fan at an enemy and it will cause a hard knockdown. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously they did have something similar to this for the characters in P5 Vanilla. Now, this is where they take the Persona 4 Golden route, where they have, like, team-up supers and stuff like that. And you can see that when Haru and Morgana goes in a highway and then she, like, blows them up on top of Morgana. That's where they're taking the P4G route. But if it's only, like, the single character stuff for, like, an enemy, why wasn't that in the base game? I would have accepted only seeing, like, team-up supers, like team-up combo stuff more than seeing single things, because the single one just kind of makes me mad. Again, it just should have been in the base game, in my opinion. What else happened in the damn trailer? It's funny because I do have it open, but I'm not watching it. I have to I'm trying to remember what the hell happened. Other than, like, new cutscenes. Oh, I guess I didn't talk about this. I talked about it in another take, but I deleted that take. There's one moment in the Royal trailer that really connected with me. It's gonna sound weird, because it reminded me of a specific moment from another Persona game. The scene I'm talking about is when we see some random-ass dude grabbing the new character's arm and seeing Joker actually walk up to him. That scene actually reminds me of Mitsuru's social link back in Persona 3. There was a moment in her social link where, oh, you know, you're hanging out with Mitsuru, you're doing that work, right? And her fiance actually comes up to you, or comes up to the both of them, and basically attempts to pull Mitsuru away. And this guy is like super high horse, up his ass, like, oh, I'm rich and you're poor, yada 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 kind of person, saying how you shouldn't interact with her because, like, people like you, again, poor, like, don't have the right to do so, yada yada yada. Basically, there's a moment where Mitsuru is like, she's going to him, not because she wants to, but she needs to, and she's like, she's being very sad about it. But there is actually an option in P3 where you could actually grab the fiance instead of stopping her. In technicality, you do stop her in both choices, but you literally grab the dude to shut the hell up. That's what it kind of reminds me of. I don't know what else is there. I mean, the design for the new girls, Kasumi, looks kind of neat. I actually really do like it. There's actually this fan art already coming out, like, oh my god, step on me, girl. So, whatever, I guess. But she does look good. I do like the design. So I guess in the end, for me personally, if that is really all I can remember, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna forget something. But at least it looks cool. Like, it looks neat. There's a lot of people out there that are not happy with this, and they probably will not get the new version of P5. I have spoken to multiple people about this, and they said that they won't do it, just because it just doesn't feel right. I'm gonna be sad, but I'm gonna do it, hopefully at a price drop. I'm gonna have to do it because I want to see the comparison. That's all I want to do. That means I gotta spend like fucking 200 hours or 100 hours plus on the damn game. Like, if they at least add the option to have a skip, that'll be great, and not some ugly ass fast forwarding be taking like fucking 10-15 minutes. Just give me an option to skip the damn thing, and I'll be happy. I don't know. Like, I'm holding on to that thread of, like, I'm just praying that with all the things that we just saw, new characters, not just Kasumi, but there's like a new person at Shujin, like another teacher, new events, clearly new ways to traverse a dungeon. You got new all-out attacks, like Futaba is literally freaking dropping a bomb on somebody. Obviously, different moments, like specials, new moments that you could do with the other characters. And with all that said, I am just holding on to some thread of hope that maybe, just maybe, the writing will be better. Because as I said, I'm not a big fan of P5. I'm really not. I think it's overly praised. I think it's overrated. I guess you could say it's good, but at this point, from what I have played, yeah, it's in my eyes, it's a fucking overrated ass title. So maybe, just maybe, P5R will change that. And maybe it will deserve the praise. Maybe it will deserve the, like, everybody's love and stuff like that. But P5 Vanilla definitely doesn't, in my personal opinion. Anyways, tell me down below what you guys think about this situation, what you guys think about the game overall. I'm very curious what you guys think about this situation, about this game overall. I'll be back as soon as Persona 5 news drop. My name is Jerome, and I will see you guys within the next video.